Hello friends and family YouTube, it's Travis once again, and this weekend Bridget and I decided to venture out a little bit to Sevierville, and we're actually trying out one of these tiny homes for the first time. And this is in I believe it's the Long Springs Tiny Homes. I don't know if this is considered a community thing or what, but anyway, I'll go in here and just kind of give you a glimpse of what this looks like. So, as you would expect in a tiny home, there's not a lot, but it is definitely a place to stay. And got a small area here, sink with a small refrigerator, microwave, coffee pot, and then bathroom area. So got a sink, toilet, and then large tub. But we have never stayed in one of these before. I know they were kind of a hot item there a year or so ago, and maybe in some parts of the world they still are, and I've always been interested in them. But we thought we'd come up here. It's kind of a get away from the home for a weekend and on a budget, so it wasn't horribly expensive. And if you're small like us too, it makes this place feel even bigger, so that's kind of a bonus to have. But there are, I think we're in number 8, and I can't remember how many they've got here, maybe 10 or 12. But then they've got some community areas as well. I think like a fire pit, maybe cornhole. I think there's some hammocks, but let's go, we'll see if we can find those and check those out before it gets too dark. Alright, so this is the one we're staying in up here on the hill. That's number 8. There's another one here. We're down here in one of the community areas. It's got the hammock, it's got a grill, picnic table. There's one of the fire pits. I believe there's another one. It does have cornhole. It also has horseshoes that are set up. And there's another one of the tiny homes, and another one, and another one. So you can kind of see, I mean, they're spread out a little bit. Got a little bit of privacy. Another one back through here. So they got quite a few, and we're going to walk right over here. Here's the second kind of community area. We'll check it out. Here's the second community spot. So fire pit, a couple of hammocks, another picnic table. Here's another hammock. Got kids play area. Oh, another fire pit down here. So yeah, quite a bit actually. And I'm gonna walk up here real quick and I'll show you what's on this end. Welcome to the Gypsy Camp, and these are actually themed. So show you these real quick. Nobody's up here as of yet. Each of those are, so all of these have a name. I can't remember what ours was called. I'll have to check it out when we get back, but that is the Esmeralda, the Hester, Queenie, and looks like Sabina. I thought it would be Sabrina, but I don't see an R in it, so Sabina. So, and here's some more of the other ones. So they do have some themed cabins, which you can choose or not. And it overlooks the big community area down here. And this one you can see actually has like a porch on the back of it, which is kind of neat. Alright, and just to confirm, our tiny home is actually called the Helga. Alright, so there you go. Let me swing around here real quick. So there's another one right up here, kind of behind us. But still, pretty awesome little site. Alright, so last night I was actually able to build a fire here in the fire pit. We stopped by one of the gas stations and got like a rick of wood. The problem is I didn't have any kindling to help with that, or kindling, depending on where you're from. And so you'd be surprised of how hard it was to find like sticks in all this woods. Like, of course it was dark too and I was using a flashlight, but we were able to build a successful one. And then towards the end, like right up in this area, we could hear some kind of animal. Don't know what it was, walking through the woods. It actually sounded like the wind blowing through, and you could hear like the leaves rustling. And it was kind of funny because I was over here investigating, trying to figure out what it was. And Bridget says, I'm going to walk way over here and make some noise. And I'm like, well, you could have made some noise like right in here, but she chose to come all the way over here, a farther distance from where that was. But anyway, never did see what it was. It sounded like I mean, it was bigger than like a squirrel, but probably like a, I don't know, raccoon, maybe a possum, something like that, but never did see it. But anyway, just wanted to give you an update this morning. Probably see a little better. It was getting late when we got in here, but that's our little tiny house that we're staying up here on the hill. And then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know there's one back here behind us, 7. And then the other, I think up through here is like 8, 9. I don't know how many there are, 10 or 12. And then right up through there is where they had the ones that had the special designs on them, like the little gypsy camp. But still pretty nice little area. All right, so this is our last night here at the tiny home community. I guess that's what you would call it. So it's about 8 o'clock at night. We just got back from dinner. We're gonna cook some s'mores here in just a little bit, but just want to show you, not sure if you can see it off in the distance, but there is almost a full moon. So when we were out here last night, you could just basically see just by the light of the moon itself. But did want to pan around and just show you that I still have the ability to build a fire. Been a while, but still got the touch. But anyway, we just got this started, so hopefully we'll get cooking some s'mores shortly. But that's how we are wrapping up our last night here at the tiny house. All right, so we are finishing up our stay here at the Long Springs Tiny Homes. Bridget asked me this morning, she said, well, did you enjoy the stay? Would you do it again? And most definitely. I've been wanting to stay in one of the tiny homes for a while now, since they were, gosh, they came out and they were so popular maybe a couple years ago or whatever. But definitely enjoyed it. Couple things, though, that I would recommend if you do decide to come to this particular one. They do not have clothes hangers, so we just left our clothes in the suitcase, which was fine. We didn't have like anything kind of formal wear. We were prepared to, we were going to do some hiking and stuff like that, so no real formal wear that we had to hang up, so that was fine. Second thing is, if you come, make sure that you bring your own firewood, because it is not supplied. So the first night was a little bit of struggle. I had the firewood, but I didn't have the, anything else. But I did get the fire up and running. Last night I was able to get everything I needed, and I actually got that at the Greenbrier grocery store, which is about 20 minutes from here. We just stumbled across it as we were headed over to the Emirates Cove Covered Bridge. The directions the GPS took us, we come to a stop, and we've had to wait on traffic to make a left-hand turn. The grocery store was across the street. It's a small store, but I saw some firewood out front, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and stop in there. Huge, pleasant surprise. I mean, it's like a camping store, right? So I had everything that you needed. We got the regular firewood, we got the kindling, we got marshmallow sticks, all the stuff that we needed for s'mores. They had the little packet of smoke, which I'll show that hopefully in the video somewhere, that these little packets you throw on the fire and it makes the fire change color, which I'd never heard of, which was awesome. And then Bridget was able to find a book there also about hiking and some history here in the area that she got for her dad. So that was an awesome little stop, little detour. So I'd highly recommend the Greenbrier grocery store. Fabulous. And then the last thing I would mention is when we got finished with the fire, there's no water source down there to kind of put the fire out. So I had to, when I come back up to the tiny house itself, I had to carry down 4 cups of water to make sure that the fire was extinguished, because I didn't want to leave it out there because it's been extremely dry and there's leaves everywhere. So I want to make sure that we left it in a safe state. The last thing is just my final thoughts on the stay here. I really liked it. I think this would be a place that we would come back and visit again. It would be awesome if we had some other people that we knew that could stay in the other tiny homes, because I think there's like 12. I think I saw where there's 12 in total. So I think that would be pretty cool if you had other people where you could each get your own and kind of do like a little community thing, meet up at the bonfire at night. I don't know, that'd be pretty awesome. And then there are several restaurants here within distance that you don't have to go out to like downtown Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, the main area. And a couple of them that we did try out was Bustin' Butts Barbecue. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Great people, great service. The food was excellent. I mean, I couldn't brag on them. I mean, and the amount of food that you got, it was just tremendous. So that was a huge one. We ate there the first night, loved it. Last night, we went down the street here to Nino's Pizzeria. It's kind of a little strip mall area. Another just absolutely fabulous on the food. So highly recommend it. I know there's some other places here locally we didn't get a chance to try out that we want to. So hopefully the next time we come back, we can do those. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. And I would go ahead and ask that you hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything, but it will give you a notification the next time I put another video out. But I guess that's it. So until next time, just keep walking.